12 monthly reading. Things have been a little bit bittersweet for you, Pisces. I'm sure you definitely can agree. There's been a lot of messages coming through to you directly from the divine. And these messages can come in the form of numbers, colors, animals, songs, and the list goes on, which leads to synchronicity in your life. The ability to decipher these messages will come directly from your intuitive ability. Your intuitive ability is your source of guidance, your source of strength, and your source of wisdom. You've reached a state of clarity in all of your relationships and the situations that have been a part of your life. And now I feel like you have a deeper understanding and a newfound sense of trust within your intuitive response, within your ability to see past the illusions. You're starting to see things a lot more clearly. You're starting to see things in a new light. And you're also starting to handle things that have come to pass with a sense of grace and a sense of calm. You're accepting the things that cannot be changed, but you are, in fact, taking control of the things that you can. Which that source of control starts with the self. Those who control others is not really a mastermind at all. It's the one that can master themselves that is a true mastermind. And I feel like you've been surrounded by people that have tried to appear as though they are a mastermind by attempting to control and manipulate you. But because of your intuitive ability, your sixth sense, if you will, you saw through it and beat them at their own game. All due to you mastering yourself, you now can master others in a less obtrusive manner, in a more authentic manner. Karma at its finest, right? Now that everything has been concluded, bonds have been severed, and relationships are now purged, you can finally start the process of healing. This is your time. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, even in the midst of loss, or rather perceived loss. You have found your source of happiness, your source of strength, self-love, faith in oneself. Things are definitely shifting. And now that you have harmonized the two fish The logical and the intuitive. Now you can see the bigger picture. Now you're seeing the forest for the trees. With that being said, let's cut the deck here. Okay? Interesting enough. Very interesting indeed. There's obviously some issues regarding your friendships, your family. Things are now finished due to immaturity, due to insecurity. Some of you guys have dealt with a divorce. You've ended friendships. Some of you even walked away from a job because of the imbalances, because of the lack of harmony. Because of the lack of maturity, the lack of improvement, the lack of progress. Someone is left feeling abandoned. But the person that decided not to reunite anymore, not to ever go back to this because things will never improve, because they have never improved. It's been years where these imbalances still remain the same. And that's why the end result is someone jumping ship. There is a lack of emotional fulfillment with the many different scenarios in your life, workplace, family, friendship, lovers, all of it. You've made the choice to leave it all behind you. Your intuition urged you to do these things. You knew that this was the best route for you. Because the tried and true hasn't improved. The tried and true hasn't gotten any better. So it's time to travel down the path least traveled. And you're doing that. You're moving on. You're leaving one situation or multiple situations and finding new opportunities. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign where you've had to jump ship. Now you're going out. You're looking for work. Some of you guys are moving homes after a breakup. I definitely see that there is a lot of competition with this situation. You were competing with a lot of people around you that seem to want to knock you off of the top of that hill. So they try to throw you off balance. But you're standing your ground. You're not going to let them draw you back in. And that's why you're doing this. You're chunking the deuce, Pisces. You're definitely doing some traveling. Some of you guys are going out looking for new work, finding something better, something more lucrative. Some of you are literally moving to a new job, a new home, moving away from everyone that you once knew and starting fresh. You're starting over. You're releasing the baggage of the past as you release the people and toxic situations from your past. And by doing so, Pisces, by moving on, I see a lot of success in your future by moving on you will be triumphant. Some of you guys are dealing with a cancer as well that you're moving on from. This was necessary. And by moving on, you release yourself from all conflicts that came about. You're avoiding arguments with those around you by staying focused on your goals. That's the only thing that you're focusing on. You realize that there are a lot of petty people around you. You don't have time for that because you're trying to better your life. You're thinking about your future, your goals, your dreams. Those things mean so much more to you than artificial relationships. The only thing standing in your way is staying trapped in your mind. You're not trapped. You're not stuck. But in your mind, you may feel as though you are. Some of you may be having a hard time reprogramming your mind, transmuting it from negative to positive thoughts. Because of all the conflict, because of all the changes. But take your time, because healing is definitely a process. And it takes different amounts of time for different people. Some may take longer than others. For some, it may happen sooner. Respect your process. Don't stay trapped in your mind about the conflicts that you released yourself from. Don't even try to analyze them because these people don't make any sense. And that's why you left in the first place. But I do see that you're making an effort to build something here. Starting from the bottom up. You changed your mind and moved on so you can focus on your goals, so you can focus on your home, your finances, your future. You are building. That takes a lot of effort, that takes a lot of time. You're focused on your ambitions rather than frivolity and fraudulent friendships. Some of you may even have walked away from toxic family members because they were one of the sources of the conflict in your life. So you had to move on. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus where you're just not feeling it. You're not feeling it. You feel like there are a lot of people within the workplace, within your family, your friendships, even associates, that seem to try and take your kindness for weakness. And they bring conflict to you. Now you've decided to change your mind and pull back. It results in broken families. Some of you guys are dealing with divorces. Going the unconventional route. You're no longer doing what you always do. Now you're trying to do something new, something that you know is right for you in the long run. Advice. Knave of Pentacles reversed. Turn down anyone here who is just not a good friend. I see a lot of earth energy references with this. Don't deal with anybody that gossips. Those are not real friends. Focus on the long term. Make a long-term plan. Get in touch with a financial advisor for some of you to help you manage this newfound abundance that you're about to come into. There's someone that doesn't really seem to have any direction in their life. They're not growing. They have short-term focus. They're unable to commit to anything. They're unable to put the time, consistency, effort into sustaining something successful. If this is in reference to any family members, any friendships that you are still involved with, it's time to walk away. Any missed opportunities happened for a reason. Some of you may have received word about losing out on some money. But that's not the end all be all. I feel like once you start to work on a concrete plan, once you start to focus on your future, where do you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? How are you going to go about getting it? Do you know how to budget well? If you don't know where to start, then maybe reaching out to an advisor would be very helpful. But someone's definitely making a judgment call. There may have been a lot of gossip, people with bad intentions, and someone made a judgment call here. Someone may have reunited with someone here at first, but then they had to make a judgment call to decide, no, this is not improving. It hasn't improved for X amount of years. There's no reason to continue sitting around waiting for nothing. There's no use in continuing to put any more effort into this. Your fears are weakening your spirit. You're hoping to come out of being left out in the cold with someone here, but you fear doing so because right now you feel like people have been taking you for a ride. People have been using you, trying to play games with you because you are kind. And that could also be the source of these fears because you don't want it to happen again. You don't want to be hurt like that again. You don't want to be used and lied to like that again. Even in the workplace, if you guys are dealing with any issues, any deceptions with that. There may be some fears about future prospects because of certain recurring patterns. And with the Knave of Wands reversed being in your outcome, some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, and so far a Cancer and an Earth sign. This person lacks direction in their life. They're very insecure. They don't have any long-term plan for themselves. They don't commit to anything. They're easily distracted. If you're surrounded by people like this that are not on the same mission as you, Pisces, time to go. Someone's not messaging the other because they feel like their kindness has been taken for weakness time and time again. Don't lapse into pessimism. Learn from these scenarios so you can better protect yourself in the future. Six of Swords. Wow. You guys saw how that came out. The moon, Pisces energy. Pisces, you have some deception surrounding you for sure. And that's why you decided to move on. There were people trying to keep you in the dark, lying. It's brought on a lot of confusion for you. You had enough. Could be that somebody traveled overseas or someone has moved away and didn't tell anyone about it. Someone abandoned a situation here because things are not improving. They're staying the same. That is not a fulfilling situation. It's not emotionally fulfilling at all. Especially when it comes to relationships. If nothing is improving and growing, if you're not helping each other grow, then what's the point? It just becomes a situation where everyone's time is being wasted for no purpose at all. Again, with that Two of Chalices reversed, all of these imbalances, this breakup, there's a lack of a reunion. It's just not, it's not a good situation. Chariot. Five of Chalices. So someone is focused on a loss here. Someone is left feeling sad and regretful due to their lies, but it is what it is. They should have thought about that before they continued with those lies. Now it's too late. The person that found out about all these lies, the person that decided to move on, is not coming back. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. This person is very nurturing. They're very abundant. You guys have become more so focused on your money, your home. But then we have the Queen of Chalices reversed. Someone's offer has been turned down. Someone has been doing a lot of drinking here with this Queen of Chalices reversed. It's left them out of touch with their intuition. The drinking brings on a lot of insecurities. There's a situation where love has now turned to anger because of the deception. And because they see the truth. Now they're focusing on the long term. They're working on healing their heart. Remaining balanced in the face of all of these imbalances. Five of Wands reversed. There will be a lot of changes challenging you this month. Then we have the World. There could be a situation where you have a lack of closure with an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Leo, and a Taurus. Some of you guys could have had travel plans, and then right before things were supposed to move forward, some deception comes to light. You end up having to move on, and it results in canceled travel plans. Because of a lack of success with these situations, you're no longer getting involved in any petty arguments. You're no longer getting in these long-winded explanations as to why you're leaving it behind. You're just leaving it behind. The cycle is now complete. Karmic cycles are now complete. And upon completion, abundance flows to you. Good karma comes your way. Things start to turn in your favor. I even see that there could be a manager of a company here that offers you a position. You start to make good money. Then you have to go travel, start putting in work at a new job, start training. You're starting to focus on your own business for the entrepreneurs out there. And the wheel is also turning in your favor with this as well. You're taking the lead and taking control of your life by focusing on your passions, your creative pursuits, your goals, your dreams, your future. Eight of Swords. The Death in reverse. So here we have some Scorpio energy. There's a situation where someone is not letting something end, and it's delaying the process of transformation to occur. Someone is resisting change. Because they didn't let something end. Someone is feeling bound and stuck. But someone has a hidden agenda here. Someone is keeping secrets. That little voice within is your saving grace. You know what needs to be done, so don't delay. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you definitely changed your mind about multiple people around you for sure because of deception. Someone was trying to be sneaky, lying, cheating, and stealing. Multiple references to deception. Someone's trying to take something from someone here. But now the person has pulled back. Any guilty behavior is now exposed. But not letting this situation end will only incite more insecurity for you. Because it's imbalanced. I feel like this is symbolic of the two fish, your sign. They're both imbalanced because of these external issues surrounding deceptive energy. The Hierophant reversed. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you guys are turning down a new beginning. You no longer want to work on this anymore because you already know about deception. You already know what's been going on. You don't want to do this anymore. Knave of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Yeah, there's somebody that's avoiding responsibility for their actions. You know, they're not making any effort. They're very oppressive in nature. This could be regarding your family, the workplace, different relationships. And now it results in you needing to put the wands down. It's becoming way too much. Judgment. You guys are definitely not reuniting, but it could be because there's still a situation that hasn't played out all the way. Judgment. Tower reversed. Someone has decided to, not even engage. They're avoiding a disaster. But there are still fears circulating around all of these changes. That's your biggest challenge this month, is the change that results from all of these conflicts. Workplace, family, everything. But you choosing to stay away from all of this toxic energy, you did in fact avoid a disaster. Don't fear the change. Change is necessary in order for you to usher in new things, new energy, new abundant relationships, new abundant opportunities. Get organized with your money, your home. Get organized. There's definitely someone here who's trying to juggle multiple people in a relationship and it's just not working. Someone dropped the ball. Someone dropped the ball. Someone was trying to hold on to the other out of fear. But they brought nothing but imbalances. They were very greedy. They're materialistic, very possessive. But now someone has released themselves. They dropped the ball. They're done. They made the choice not to go back to this. Five of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Some of you guys are dealing with the fear of all of these endings. You're fearing you won't have enough money to sustain your life or to even have a comfortable life. You're fearing that you will be lonely. You're fearing that you actually lost something valuable, but really you didn't. Loneliness and fears are the very things that keep you stuck in toxic situations that do you a disservice. If you guys were thinking about a lost job where it was just draining you spiritually, so you decided to leave it, now you're stressing about money, keep in mind that there's something new that's on its way to you. But you got to get through all of this conflict first. You've got to sort it all out. You've got to purge any negativity. Purge any relationships, family situations, even living situations that are not up to par. Liberation is your saving grace. Cast light down upon all of these deceptive people and see it for what it truly is. Realize that you did not lose anything. You gained something. You can gain a whole lot more once you let go of these deceptive energies. Knave of Wands reversed. All right, so we have a lot of cards coming out. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Chalices, and the Hermit. So that's good to have, first of all, with the Seven of Pentacles. For those of you with your own business, this will prove to be very lucrative for you. You will find long-term stability. Some of you guys may even be offered a promotion or find a better job that pays you a lot more than the one that you left. I even see the Empress. Abundance will shine down upon you as long as you focus on the long term. Put in the necessary work to bring in abundance. You will find long-term stability. Some of you guys may even reach healing and understanding within a relationship regarding the mother of your children, or you yourself are a mother, and you will be reaching healing and understanding now that you pull back. Now that you leave this deception behind. Now that you leave these unstable situations in every realm of your life behind. There's a situation where, for you females out there, the love is now turned to anger. There's someone doing a lot of drinking. A lot of insecurities are getting in the way due to feeling blocked emotionally, having dealt with all of this deception in the first place. It could be due to a Virgo, even a water sign. Every single sign is here. So you have a lot of things changing. You've come out of a lot of conflicts. It's drained you spiritually. Your loneliness is the source of why you continue to go back to these people. Once you decide to pull back, keep to yourself, be more discreet about what you're going to do. Be more discreet about your plans for your future. Be more discreet about the things that you have achieved, because there are people that will try and come take it from you. There are people that will try and bring you down. There are people that will try to get in your good graces so they can take advantage of you. But keeping to yourself, going inward, doing meditation, your ships will in fact come in. Keep to yourself while you're putting in this work here. I also see some of you focusing on creative projects. You're achieving your goals. You start to see success on your own. You start to see things improving, having left all of this toxicity behind, having left all of the people with hidden agendas behind. Listen to that inner voice to leave. Listen to that inner voice that tells you that it's time to cut this person out or cut this person out. Listen to that. Because there are people that have hidden agendas. They do not have good intentions. There are people around you that are intimidated by your intelligence. They are intimidated by your intuition. But you will start to see things improve for sure. But you're just healing right now from all of these other energies. So not all of this is bad, right? But things are definitely needing to transform in order for these good things to come in. And if there are some of you out there that are still dealing with this deception and have delayed their decision to move on, don't delay any further. Don't stay in something any longer than you need to, because it will only drag you down and block your blessings. I'm telling you, once you complete these cycles, don't let fear get in the way. Don't let fear psych you out, because good things are coming. They're just taking some time. It's time to reprogram the mind. You've been taught to have to deal with all this deception. You've been taught to have to deal with all of these lies. You've been taught to have to deal with being, closed off, because all of these people continuously take your kindness for weakness. They continuously try to take advantage of you. But taking time to yourself, putting all of your energy into your dreams, your passions, creative pursuits, that is when the sun shines down upon you. That is when everything starts to manifest. Everything starts to open up. It's definitely time to release any anger that has been built up due to the deception, due to people using you basically, or trying to, because it doesn't really look like it's working out. You know? Okay, so far we have body changes, new career, and sentimental feelings. Bottom of the deck, we have be true to you, so we'll start with that one. There we go. And you know, I also see this retirement card. I'm not going to read that one, but as a side note, guys, focus on retirement plans. How can you go about saving up enough money to where you can live comfortably, go travel, go do what it is that you want to do when you retire? Okay? So be true to you. You drew this card because of an inner conflict. You're struggling to make a decision about your next actions. You worry whether following your desired path is the right choice and how doing so will impact others. The answer is that you must be true to yourself. Any path where you compromise your vision will put you out of sync with the rhythms of success, health, and happiness. Of course, you'd never do anything to harm another person or ignore his or her needs. However, you can't harm or ignore yourself either. As you are truly happy, you automatically lift up those around you. You also become a role model for following your inner truth. Be assertive, speak your truth, and stand up for your beliefs. Accept and enjoy your unique qualities. Be creative and free-spirited, and do not be swayed by outside pressure. Okay? The next one we have is body changes. This card guides you to focus on changes in your body so that you can influence it in a healthy direction. It's time to take charge of your own health and remain optimistic. After all, the butterflies show us the power of going through physical changes as they enter the chrysalis phase. You are undergoing a similar preparation stage, which will bring you blessings of new strength and insights. Whether your body changes are a result of the aging process, your medical status, or your lifestyle, this card reminds you that you have many options available. Give yourself permission to take positive and healthful action steps supportive of your physical well-being. A new exercise program could be beneficial to some of you. Changing your healthcare regimen and improving your diet could be very helpful, as well as getting a makeover. The next one we have is new career, which that's great. You know, you leave one old shitty situation and get something new and better. This card signals a happy change in your work life, even if that change doesn't seem to be under your control. Rest assured that your career track is heading in the right direction and you are learning much needed skills and lessons along the way. The more you can stay focused on your highest visions, the smoother and faster you'll travel along your career path. However, do stay flexible, as exciting new doors may open up for you unexpectedly. This is a good time for you to make an employment change, provided that you've done planning and self-assessment first. Instead of impulsively switching jobs, you're guided to research, prepare, and then take action. Some of you may find exciting part-time work. Starting your own business will definitely be lucrative for you. Meeting with a career counselor could be very helpful for some of you. Increased sales, launching new products, and trusting your business ideas are vital to your business's success. A new business partner could be very helpful, and funding for a business venture. Taking classes towards your new career path will also put you in the right place to manifest abundance for your future and to help you become successful. So perfect card. That's where your focus should only be in. Nothing else. And the final one is sentimental feelings. There's something from your past that is attracting your attention. This card is asking you to explore old and deep feelings as a way of opening and healing your heart. Perhaps you've located an item that brings back memories. Use those memories and feelings as a pathway to explore emotions you may not have processed previously. Now is a perfect time to work on unhealed situations from the past so that you can resolve them and move on. Having guidance from a therapist or support group can help you face feelings that seem intimidating. Ultimately, you will come to recognize that there was nothing to fear at all. This process will lead you to let go of heavy weights you didn't realize you were carrying so that you can enjoy your life and move forward fearlessly. Okay? So this was definitely an eye-opening reading. Guys, let me know what's been going on with you in the comments. For those of you that are new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell, and don't forget to hit that like button as well. And until next time, you guys, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.